shotgun to throw Murphy. Backpedal, steps up in the pocket, fires downfield, got his man Panko. He's got it in stride 30, 25, 20, one play. How about a touchdown? Eli Panko takes it 86 yards on senior night.
I feel like a dream come true, honestly. Yeah, because like we practiced to play, and I saw the coverage. I knew it was coming to me, and I was just glad that it went the way it went. It was all about the safeties, and it was middle field open. They played quarters. If they would have played cover 3, then it would have been me running basically we call it a Jesus route, because I'm just kind of sacrificing myself to let him get open. But so yeah, it didn't happen that way, so I became open.
Meanwhile, Murphy to throw to the left. He's got Pankel again. The defender fell down across midfield, 45 and 40. It's a foot race. It's over. Pankel's done it again, and he's doubled the lead with 8:40 to go in the opening quarter. It's 13-0.
Eli was phenomenal. You never know with seniors how they're going to be at the beginning of the game. It's a very emotional moment. And then first play of the game, he just gets behind the defense and cashes in on one of our longest plays of the year. So it's so rewarding for him, all the things that he's been through personally, to have a night like that he will never forget. And that's what it's all about. I mean, those memories will last him a lifetime, and it's great to be a part of that.
Watson from the shotgun. Duke crowds a line of scrimmage. They bring 4. He backpedals, looking downfield, waiting, in trouble. Chased by Charles, flush to the right. Being pursued, a little stutter step, goes up the right side across the 15 to 20. Throws it back, and here we go with the laterals. Across the 25 to the 30, they bat it down. Bergeron knocked it out of bounds, and it's over. The Blue Devils have won 31 to 28. They get it done on senior night, and they picked up their 8th win of the season.
We were successful, we weren't excellent. While we made the plays to win the game, we really felt like it might have been one of our poor performances of the year. All 3 phases just made mistakes that we're not used to making. So sometimes you're a really good team when you win when you're not playing your best, and that shows that we are resilient, we are mentally tough, but it also knows we have to get back to work to find a way to get better. It was huge again to win at home in front of our fans, to go 5-1 at home this year, to have won, I think, 16 out of the last 19 games at home. That's huge. It's huge for our program. It's huge for our university. It's huge for our student body, that they come to our stadium expecting to win and knowing that they have a hand in our success. Again, proud of our seniors, because it wasn't like that when they first got here, and they've seen the transformation, and long may it continue. They've been through a lot. I'm the 3rd different head coach, and they've heard it all. We also have guys that have come through the transfer portal, and you can't have a great team if your older guys are not bought in. And you see it around America now, that there's some college ball teams that it hasn't happened for them, and usually you don't have good senior leadership. And our guys have been phenomenal, and I'm so thankful that they bought into our vision and that they're leading our team to a great year.
Duke All Access is brought to you by Gatorade. It fuels the best because it is the best. By Continental Tire, the smart choice in tires. And by Coke Zero Sugar. Tackle game day with a great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
You can feel confident Continental is the smart choice in tires.
Can they handle extremes?
Yep. Tested from the Texas desert to near the Arctic Circle.
Really?
Really.
Anything for the guy who finds that one pothole?
Yeah, road hazard coverage has your back.
For real?
Absolutely.
Were they made by like a bajillion engineers?
Well, closer to 100. Continental. Welcome to the smart choice in tires.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with the Ford crew. Black Friday.
What's happening?
It's the extra shipment of Ford trucks and SUVs.
Serious SUV capability.
Ford F-Series, best-selling trucks for 47 years.
Bronco and Bronco Sport.
I can smell the adventure now.
It's Black Friday time.
Yeah.
Right now, get 1.9% for 60 months plus $93.77 in total savings on a 2024 Ford F-150 Hybrid.
From creating memories to finding the perfect gift, let us make this holiday season a little easier. Right now, save up to $60 on select AS battery sets. Happy holidays from Steel.
Duke Football 360 with Dave Harding. Presented by Continental Tire, the smart choice in tires.
The Blue Devils took care of business in a big way on Senior Day against Virginia Tech. Coach, a lot of those seniors made some big plays.
They sure did. You know, one of my mentors, Bobby Bowden, right before the team took the field, he'd always say, seniors, don't let us lose. And got a collection of plays of our seniors making on senior night to make sure that we didn't lose this game. Starting with the first play of the game, and Eli Pankel up here at the top, running the post. The safety doesn't go high enough. They got Jordan Moore on a crossing route. The safety stays low. That's a green light for Malik. Great throw. Boy, that is just excellent placement, timing. Eli gets it, has the speed to go all the way. How about that for a start to senior night, right? Is that not unbelievable?
That was electric, to say the least.
And if that had been just the one thing, that'd be fine. And then later in the first quarter, he's isolated one-on-one at the top of the screen. We got man coverage. And, you know, this is an example where he's trying to throw a deep ball. We want this ball to be completed deep. The defensive back does a great job staying on top, so he turns into a back shoulder. And this is just an elite throw, elite catch, turns back to the outside, and then the speed to go all the way.
That's got to be one of Eli's big things is he surprises teams with speed because he's such a physical receiver and willing to box out, too. Perfect combo.
That's exactly right. This is big-time, elite bang. I mean, that is perfect. Look at the helmet. Looking the ball in, great tuck, and then to turn it not just into an explosive, but a touchdown. Wow, what a great start for us. And then Virginia Tech responds. You know, they go on a run of their own. So how do you answer runs, right? With your best guys, your oldest guys, your seniors. Jordan Moore, one-on-one at the top of the screen, goes immediate speed release, and the defensive back falls. Malik does a great job of recognizing that. Sometimes these are the hardest throws to make when a guy's that wide open, but he puts it on him. Jordan makes a safety miss, and is able to get all the way down inside the 10-yard line, which sets up Eli's third touchdown of the game. So again, our seniors coming through early on. And that's set up for the defense, right? Because now we had a lead that we would not relinquish again, and different seniors on defense. We highlighted Ryan Smith last week. They're trying to take a shot down the field with a max of protection. And watch this little twist game. Ryan's cut free, boom, gets back there. One of really his 2 sacks he had on the night. And then a key sequence here. Right before halftime, they got the ball in our red zone. 44 seconds left. They got a couple timeouts. And I'm going to show you this play. It's a big-time sack by Kendi Charles. Woof.
Yeah.
Blows back there, a great hit, right?
Yeah.
But the secret of the play was, this is Jalen Stinson, another senior. He's guarding the tight end man-to-man. When the tight end went out, we knew it was a screen. And watch Jalen jump the screen right there. So if he'd have thrown the screen, right, it might have been a pick. Wes Williams did a great job reacting to it, and because guys do their job, Kenny's able to finish the play. So great team ball, again, seniors on coverage and seniors on the rush stepping up.
Totally shutting it down.
So then we get another sack, and then right before halftime, again, they're going to try to throw a Hail Mary, and Coach Packey makes a great call to bring one more rusher than they have to block, and 2 more seniors. There's Cam Bergeron, there's Jalen Stinson in the backfield, combining for a big-time play, and it allowed us to get momentum back going into halftime after they had the ball in our red zone. Huge plays there. And then in the second half, Again, seniors really coming through in a big way. This is a 4th down and 2. They got the ball on our side of the field, and it's Josh Pickett. Does a great job jamming his guy. They're trying to run a little pick rub route here, but because he jams his guy so well, the quarterback trying to throw it to the outs to Stinson's guy, right? He comes off, boom, is able to make a play, big return afterwards, gets the ball into their territory. We got a field goal out of this, which ended up being the winning difference in the game. So again, who is it? Another senior. How fun is that? Ultimately, into the last 2 minutes of the game, the last 2 plays are going to show. And we mentioned last week the importance of seniors in depth. And we have Ryan Smith, Mike Reese, Cam Bergeron. 3 seniors, right? You got a little stunt game. Bergeron gets him off the spot, but can't get him down. So it's a second effort game, which we thought it would be. Watch Bergeron get off the mat. And guess who gets it? Mike Reese, just like we showed last week. How exciting is that? And we talk about relentless and double efforts. Even the last play of the game, trying to get the quarterback off the spot. Smith and Kendi, seniors. There's nothing open down the field. Great coverage. Cam's going to try to get him on the ground. Oh, he can't get him. Ryan Smith, great effort. And now the crazy laterals begin, right? But watch Cam Bergeron come from behind, and really, that's it. That's the winning play. Our seniors saw us through. Proud of that group that they got to walk off as winners.
Great hustle, great effort. Last game in Wallace Wade Stadium. Luckily for the Blue Devils, not their last game, suiting up for Duke, making plays all over the place. Thank you, Coach.
Celebrate the moments that matter with a beautiful piece of jewelry or a luxury timepiece from Reed's. Reed's Jewelers, trusted with life's moments.
It's bow time.
It's not just football season. It's tailgate season.
And this season includes every kind of football.
Crispy. Will you accept this leg?
And everything that's not.
Because it doesn't matter where you tailgate, with crispy hand-breaded chicken and scratch-made biscuits.
It's her!
You're not just tailgating, you're tailgating like a legend.
It's bow time. Head to Bojangles and grab your tailgate box today.
Duke's new century cries out for a university where the drive to discover is not hemmed by disciplinary logics, where philosophers work side by side with physicians and physicists, where nurses find inspiration in narrative theory, where mechanical engineers team up with marine biologists or musicians. I believe Duke will continue to be that university, together.
Okay, Jaden is the funniest and wittiest. Like, I've never met somebody so funny. And Skylar is definitely the smartest by far.
Jaden is the funniest for sure. Jordan is the biggest instigator.
I would say Skylar's the most driven. And Jordan's the most dramatic.
Hi, I'm Jordan.
I'm Skylar.
And I'm Jaden.
And we're the Moors. I just think we had so much fun, and we owe that entirely to our parents for providing us everything we needed so that all we had to worry about was having fun.
Whether it be back in their hometown of Sykesville, Maryland, or now here on campus here in Durham, there's one thing you know about the Moors. If they're doing something, they're doing it together.
During the summer, we would do weird challenges that our neighbors probably thought we were crazy. Like we do triathlons in the pool, like on the bikes. Like we would push ourselves to exhaustion for fun.
They would yell at me until I did a muscle up, out of the pool.
And we were always so competitive.
Yes.
He used to make me cry when I was younger almost every day. We would play basketball, and he would shoot the shot from the same spot every time, and he would make it. All of a sudden, he's prime Kobe making these. And he's like, memory lane, memory lane. Every day I would come in crying, saying, I'm never playing against him ever again. But then the next day I'd be back out there playing against him, which I think taught me how to like persevere and like get through my emotions. But then he's so dramatic too.
Yeah, he can dish it out, but he can't take it.
We're not gonna forget the time.
Yeah.
He took a Gatorade water bottle. He takes a Gatorade water bottle. He's like, guys, look at this new trick I found. And he puts it between his feet. And he puts it over his head. And he's squeezing it with his feet like this. And it drops under his eye.
Right, the little nozzle. Right?
And he runs upstairs and stayed upstairs for the whole day.
We'd have rap battles at night.
Rap battles at night, roast sessions at night.
Just having fun and not having a care in the world. There's no better way to grow up, I think.
On and off the field, the Moores lived their life according to a standard, one established early on by their parents, Percy and Janice.
Our standard that we kind of had amongst ourselves and the people we were around was kind of like excellence. We weren't allowed to play sports if we didn't have good grades. There was no C's, no sports.
Wait, they've never said that.
Our family friends go to Navy, Northwestern, Penn, Yale. And so like we all thought that was normal kind of until we got here and we're telling people, yeah, we all go to Duke. And they're like, wow. My parents always told me when I was picking schools, when I was getting recruited, don't choose a school for, the football coach. Choose a school for the school. And you want to be proud of the school that you graduate from. And the name of Duke carries weight throughout the whole world.
I'm proud to say that I will be furthering my academic and quarterback dreams as a Duke University Blue Devil.
Jordan arrived at Duke in January of 2021 as a quarterback. 4 years later, he's established himself as one of the best wide receivers in the ACC.
Deep drop, halftime, loads the cannon, launches it for more, on the right, he's got it! Oh, what a catch! Jordan Moore at the 22! Full extension! Over the middle, it is juggled and caught! Who else? Jordan Moore one more time!
But as we all know, sometimes your harshest critics come from home.
I feel like I usually trust that they're doing the best that they can, but there are some times where I feel like you'll get the ball, and I'm like, why would you run straight to the other guy? Like, I know he's also running to you.
Bro's a hater.
Faster. Like, if you went a little bit faster, you would have caught that.
A year after Jordan arrived on campus, Skylar would have a decision to make of her own, a process that would ultimately lead her to the Bull City as well. Skylar's journey at Duke began in the fall of 2022, and a year later she would find a unique way to get closer to her older brother.
Honestly, my thought process was, how can I be more intentional about spending time with them on a regular basis? I've been working in here in recruiting as a student recruiting assistant, and so what I do when I come in is host the prospective student athletes and set up for game day events and things like that. Non-visit days, and I'm just in the office. I'm doing like transcripts and film cut-ups and things like that. Even if I don't see them, if they're in a lift and I'm in the office, to know that we're in the same vicinity is really heartwarming, and it's something that I was really intentional about.
She almost forgot about her most important job.
What?
Getting our dad 20 tickets per game.
That's the real reason.
Because she started working there, my dad thought that, oh, then I must be working there then.
6 months later, the family's needs for tickets would grow as Jaden had a decision to make as to where he wanted to play his college football, admittedly knowing he'd been on Duke's radar for quite some time.
My recruiting process was a little bit early thanks to Jordan. It actually helped me a lot because of him I got noticed. And so my freshman year I went to the Duke camp. I did well. And then the next year I came back and I was still his brother, so then everyone was looking at me, which put a lot of pressure on me, but like we were saying, from a young age we've been learning to deal with that pressure. I got the offer, and then that same winter Skylar got early decision and came to Duke. And I still wasn't really thinking about what I wanted to do because I was so young. That was my sophomore year. As I started coming down for more of the visits to watch Jordan's games and also just with the recruiting visits, and I started to fall in love with the school and how everything was ran here. Yeah, I would say one of the hardest things for me is having them both here, but specifically both in the football building, proving that you should be here and I'm not just here because of them. I got here on my own. And they're just a bonus. I think that's been probably the hardest thing for me, but it's been going well because Jordan's been helping me through that on the field and Sky's been helping me through that off the field.
But he's also earned, like when he got here, he's earned everything he got.
The champ is here.
He's like one of the hardest workers on the team when we did mat drills. I think that he was the only one in my mind that I thought had a chance to beat me just because of his mindset. So like, he earned the respect of the team. It wasn't something that was just given to him.
As we all know, whether you're in the classroom, in the recruiting office, or on the field, college can be challenging, but the experience is always what you make of it, especially when you're surrounded by those that know you best.
As a little sister, it's really nice to have your older brother on campus with you. From the jump, I felt like I was good and I had someone here to lean on, and that being my older brother was the best feeling.
What I found is kind of funny is we always lift as the offense together, and he'll be over there and we'll be like hitting like a max squat rep, and I'm like down in the bottom of the depth like this, and he's over there like just trolling me, which sucks in the moment, but it's kind of like it helps me like take my mind off of how hard the rep is and just like keeping it lighthearted, keeping football fun.
You know, I just kind of use the opportunity for them being here to have as much fun as we can, kind of like get to know them on a different level when our parents aren't around, and we can really do whatever we want and just kind of be there for them and make memories, because college is time to make memories and there's no people to do it better than with your siblings.
My favorite part about being here with them is just the laughter all the time. Like, it's either two people making fun of one person and the one person doesn't know it and thinks that they're with someone else making fun of the other person, and just like introducing our friends to each other and having such a huge group.
So like his friends are the same friends as mine, and her friends are my friends too. And so like it's not just like we're hanging out with our siblings and they have to be separate. It's like we can all hang out together and all be friends with each other.
We definitely make it a point to get meals a lot, and that's where we'll just sit for hours and just laugh and talk, and it feels like we're having dinner at home.
Being able to laugh and just joke around and, you know, just be yourself completely without being judged or actually, they do judge me. But, but not being cared about being judged is a great feeling.
And in many respects, it's that comfort and sense of family that undoubtedly keeps them grounded 5 hours from home, but very much aware of what paved their path to Duke.
I don't think we'll ever be able to give enough gratitude to our mom and dad for putting us in this position in the first place. We're so grateful for our upbringing and now developing a relationship with our parents as adults and being guided by them in our decisions and growing closer in this new stage of life is something that I've really appreciated.
My parents haven't had to pay for school for any of us yet, and I think that it's such a blessing that we were able to take that burden off of them just by, you know, being us.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
Turn up the heat on the competition this season with CPI Security, proud partner of the Duke Blue Devils.
You can feel confident Continental is the smart choice in tires.
And to handle extremes?
Yep. Tested from the Texas desert to near the Arctic Circle.
Really?
Really.
Anything for the guy who finds that one pothole?
Yeah, road hazard coverage has your back.
For real?
Absolutely.
Were they made by like a bajillion engineers?
Well, closer to 100. Continental. Welcome to the smart choice in tires.
Hear live, out-of-market play-by-play this year with the Varsity Network app. In a truly unique listening experience, capture every moment and all of the drama. Powered by Learfield, the Varsity app delivers the soundtrack of your favorite teams. Access live and on-demand audio broadcasts, plus over 100 official school podcasts for free through the Varsity app. Download the Varsity Network app today.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
The permission slip has been signed. You have the permission to jump. You have the permission to fly. You have the permission to be brave, and you have the permission to be courageous. You have the permission to have fun. You have permission to start fast. Make your physicality known. It's a tough game played by tough people, and there's no one tougher than Duke. Let's go. One hand up, let's go. One hand up. Well, what I'm excited about, what we've accomplished this year is that we've bought into a standard, and what we found is that when we play that standard, we get to accomplish things that have either not ever been accomplished or have not been accomplished in a very long time. You know, winning the bell back, beating Florida State for the first time in school history, winning a road conference game for the first time in a while, you know, going 5-1 at home again, you know, having a chance to win the state championship that hasn't been done in a long time, a chance to win 9 regular season games. So they've been able to accomplish a lot of things, and that just increases the confidence of the guys in our locker room, that we can do whatever we set our minds out to do.
Coach Diaz, his mental aspect, the way he looks at the game is incredible, and that's how he coaches and leads us, like mentally. Like, he gives us these great PowerPoints, and we always have this thing at the end where he shows us this picture of all the minds touching, and then we get up and we say something positive to each other. He believes in the positive affirmation. He believes in playing the next play, and everything that you hear, like, you think about it as a player, but coaches don't really say it very much. He's like really preaching that to us all the time. He knows how important it is. So, yeah, I love playing for Coach Diaz. He's awesome. We want to go to the best bowl possible and get involved in a great matchup and continue to push the relevancy of Duke football nationally, and recognize that the success that has started here in the last 3 years is sustainable and something that we can build upon.